Welcome to Vital Science Consulting. We are Gerhard and Kathleen Stoop. And today we're going to talk how to fail more to earn more. How to fail more to be more. And I think there's no better topic today that we're going to discuss with Kathleen. It's about mindset. And I think you'll have a totally different concept about mindset after today's talk. Kathleen.
It sounds strange to be talking about failing more, to be more, to earn more, but that's really the message I took away from a great book that I've recently read. So when people think about mindset, they often think about having a positive or a negative mindset. And I've just finished reading a great book by Carol Dweck. Now, Carol is a psychologist and a neuroscientist, and she's been studying how people respond to failure for over 20 years now. And how she divides mindset up is having a fixed mindset or having a growth mindset. Now, when I first started reading the book, I went, oh, well, I'm really interested in new things. I like learning. I've obviously got a growth mindset. But it turns out I completely understood what she meant. So, in a fixed mindset, people believe that you're born with a particular set of traits. So, your character, your skills are things that you're born with, and because you're born with them, they're fixed, they're a given. So in other words, you might be born smart or athletic, or you might be born creative, but it's carved in stone, and because it's carved in stone, you can't change it. So it's something you have to keep proving over and over again. And because it's so deeply ingrained in who you are, failure is not an option. Because if you fail and you're no longer smart or athletic or creative, then where does that really leave you? All right. In a growth mindset, people think that, yeah, you may be born with some things that come a little bit more naturally to you, but these things aren't fixed. These are things that you can work on and that you can grow and develop and change. So failure is just part of the journey. When you fail, it just means you haven't quite mastered a skill yet, and it's not something to be avoided at all costs. All right. And it's interesting, we're probably being a little bit simplistic because you don't have to have a fixed or a growth mindset. You may have more of a fixed mindset in certain situations and perhaps a growth mindset in others. But recognizing mindset is really important to who you are and what you believe you can become.
But as you read the book and you spoke to me about the book, I got challenged as well because I thought I had a growth mindset as well. And reading and you telling me, it took me back to my school days. You know, why I was so nervous writing an exam because I'm scared I'm going to fail it. And the whole purpose was just to pass the exam and not to learn anymore. So I think it goes back to childhood for me. And now it challenges me again to have a growth mindset. And I have to be very aware now for every decision I make to see, do I have a fixed or do I have a growth mindset?
A lot of people might be listening to this and thinking, well, what on earth does this have to do with my business? I thought we were just going to work on my business because you're talking about doing more, to be more, and to earn more. The reality is it's very hard to separate out mindset in your personal life from decisions you make in your business life. And as I say, I thought I had a growth mindset, and then you and I did something about a year ago. We took up running. And I remember when we started running, just the very different approaches we had. When you said, oh, let's do this park run thing, my initial reaction was, well, I need to go out there and I need to learn how to run 5 kilometers consistently. And then when I can do that, then I can join park run. Because my mindset was, I need to be competent at this. I need other people to see me as someone who can do this, where you kind of laughed at me and your approach was quite different.
Yes.
Now, relating that back to business, it's a little bit like running a marathon. Let's say you're setting yourself some goals in business and you're setting yourself some goals in running, and you decide you want to be able to run, let's say, a full marathon in, 5 hours. And you reach the half marathon mark and you realize that you've actually been running for almost 3 hours already. You're just not going to make that goal. Fixed mindset would go, well, this is a disaster. I'm just going to stop because I'm not going to make it anyway. I don't even know.
Try again.
Well, yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to run a full marathon again. Whereas a growth mindset would say, hang on a minute, I've obviously got the pacing all wrong. So next time I run, I need to make sure that I change my pacing. And I think we often tend to make those kinds of decisions in business as well. We're sometimes too quick, if we fail at something, to just discard it and say, well, that strategy or that advertising campaign was a failure. We need to reset and go forward. And that tends to me to really speak to the fixed mindset. But
also, if you have a fixed mindset, you do so many things and then realize, well, it's not working, and then you stop. In a company, it can happen where you got a fixed mindset, but your staff got a growth mindset. And that can also be a bit of conflict. So it's really important, I think, that you understand what mindset you have. And what we would like to do is we want to give you a tool to use. So when you start making a decision, is just to stop yourself, observe, and then strategize. So we call it the SOS. You know, when the ship goes out and he needs help, he sends out an SOS. This is your SOS for your business. Is when you make a decision, just stop yourself, ask yourself, is this a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? If it's a fixed mindset, the O for observe is, what am I going to do about it? I'm getting negative about it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to procrastinate. So what is my strategy? Well, let's see whatever options are to move forward. Do I need to call in a consultant to speak to? Do I need to call my coach and just run it by him and say, what do you think? SOS, stop, observe, strategize. So you can see if you've got a fix, you've got a growth mindset, and to be aware of it. As soon as we are aware of our mindset, we can manage it. But so many times we just go on every day in our daily life without stopping ourselves and observing what we are doing.
And I think you raise a key point there. If you can recognize what's going on, you can then do something about it. And certainly for me, since I've become more aware of it, I listen for that little voice that either causes me to doubt myself or to think about and prioritize what other people might think of me. And one of the things Dweck actually recommends is maybe giving it a name, sort of recognizing that that's that little external voice. And whenever that little external voice appears, it's often the fixed mindset causing that doubt.
But then again, when that little voice starts talking to you, is use the SOS. Stop, see what's happening, what is your strategy?
Absolutely. All right. This year at Vital Signs, what we're looking at is to give more education, give more connection, and also more inspiration. So if you've liked what you've heard today, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button and let's grow and earn more together this year.
For more details, go to vitalsigns.com, vitalsignsconsulting.com.au. Send us an email, give your comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.